Hello, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Dr. Sana. Welcome back to my channel. So, let's discuss about today's topic. It is sex in Islam. So, the rules or the etiquette or Islamic sexual etiquette we are discussing today. Islamic sexual rules are according to Islam. Okay. According to Islam, sex is only avoid sexual relationship or sex is only allowed in between spouses. Like as marriage is required, the partners that male and female should be legally married. That is the first rule to do sexual relationship. So sexual relationships are only allowed between a legally married husband and wife, that is we call it as nikah. Any sexual activity outside marriage is prohibited in Islam. So the second rule in sexual relationship in Islam is mutual consent and kindness. Islam emphasizes gentleness and emotional connection. Both husband and wife should be willing and comfortable. Forced intimacy is not encouraged in Islam. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught kindness, affection, consideration towards one's spouses. Emotional closeness like loving words, care are encouraged before intimacy. The third rule is privacy and modesty. Intimacy must remain completely private between spouses. Sharing bedroom details with others strongly discouraged in Islam. Okay, it doesn't mean that you should not sit with your wife, or you should not kiss, or you should not hold the wife's hands in the public. There are many stories, or the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his wife Aisha radiallahu anha, they hold their hands in public, and he used to talk to her with sitting along with her, etc. So it is encouraged to show her kindness and to show the love and affection to your wife in public. Okay. Next rule is cleanliness and preparation. Okay. Islam places strong importance on hygiene. Before intimacy, maintain personal cleanliness, and it also recommended that using perfumes before entering the bedrooms. Okay. It is recommended to make dua before intercourse because it is a worship. You are spending time with your wife, or your private moments are also a worship to Allah. So you are recommended to make dua before intercourse. After intercourse, both spouses must perform ghusl or ritual bath before praying or performing acts of worship. Okay. What is allowed? Within marriage, spouses are generally allowed to enjoy intimacy with each other in ways that are respectful and comfortable for both. Next, we can look into what is not allowed. Okay. Islam clearly prohibits intercourse during menstruation, anal intercourse, forcing or harming the spouses. Once I got the cases of a couple having their relationship with making the spouse, that is making the woman feel the pain that makes him enjoy the sexual relationship or the sexual intercourse. This is purely haram. It is purely prohibited. It is not allowed in Islam. And making the spouse feel the pain or harming the spouse is not allowed in Islam. Okay. Sexual relationship during fasting hours, that is during in the Ramadan daytime, it is not allowed. It is prohibited. Now let's look into permissible ways of sexual intercourse. Okay, in Islam, sexual intimacy is between spouses only, that is wife and husband. But there are clear boundaries about what type of intercourse are permissible and what is prohibited in a sexual relationship. So permissible type of sexual intercourse in Islam: vaginal intercourse. It is main and clearly permitted of intercourse in Islam. Husband and wife may be intimate in different positions as long as the intercourse occurs in vagina. Okay. The main and clearly permitted form of sexual intercourse in Islam is vaginal intercourse. We talked about the parts of female reproductive system in our previous video. We demonstrated a model, clearly explained the parts of vagina and the openings of female body, and among them vaginal intercourse is the only way that is permissible in Islam. So you can try different positions, but as long as the intercourse in through vagina, it is only permissible method. Okay. So let's look into the ayah that describes about the intercourse in Quran. It's in Baqarah, so it's in Surah Baqarah, second chapter, 223 verse. It means your wives are place of cultivation for you. So come to your place of cultivation however you wish for yourself. Send forth good deeds for yourself and fear Allah and know that you will meet Him and give good tidings to believers. Meaning, it allows the husband and wife to have intimacy in different positions. It emphasizes that intercourse should occur in natural reproductive place, that is vaginal intercourse. So let's look into why this ayah revealed, or what's the situation when this ayah revealed. Okay, during the time of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, some people in Medina believed that intimacy are only allowed in specific one positions. They thought if a husband approaches his wife in another position, it was sinful or harm the pregnancy. Some Muslims become confused and asked Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about this, and Allah revealed the verse: "Your wives are, or your spouses are, a place of your cultivation for you. So come to your cultivation however you wish." Okay. So you have to keep in mind that flexibility is allowed in marriage. That is, however you want to enjoy however makes you pleasurize, or however you both need to enjoy the relationship among you, you are allowed to do that. Recognizes, but there is some boundaries, there is some rules that you should keep in mind, that you should follow in Islam. Now let's look into the hadith, or the teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam prohibiting the anal intercourse. Anal opening is the back opening of the human body. While mentioning the female reproductive structures, I clearly explained all the three openings in the woman's genital area. This is the human female genital model over here. I explained in my previous video detail about all the parts clearly, and the functions of each part in very descriptive way. Please do check it out. And let's check the rules of sex in Islam. Okay. So this is the human genital area. This is the clitoris, which I explained clearly what are the functions, and this is the most sensitive area in the human genital area. And this is vaginal opening. This is the needle-like opening over here is the urethral opening where your pee comes from, and this is vaginal opening, and this is anal opening. This is mean by back opening, that is anal opening where your poop comes out. Okay. Now let's look into the rules of the sex in Islam. Okay. In Islam, only allowed route, that is only allowed intercourse is only through vaginal opening. Okay. In Sahih Hadith reported by Tirmidhi and Abu Dawud, there is a clear prohibition that the anal opening, this is the anal opening, that is where your poop comes out. Okay. Anal opening is clear prohibition. There is a clear prohibition in doing intercourse through anal opening. Okay. So Prophet ﷺ said, Allah does not look at a man who approaches his wife in her anus. Reported by Tirmidhi. And it also reported in Abu Dawud, saying that cursed in the one who has intercourse with his wife in her anus. Okay. So I think that's clear right now, and I think the rules of the sex in Islam is clear now. So you have to think, you have to keep in mind that sexual feelings or sexuality, the feeling of the sexual desires are one of the most beautiful feeling that is put by Allah in your mind. He knows you very well, and He is the one giving you rules. Okay. So follow the rules of Islam and the sexual relationship, that is the relationship, that is the sex, that sexual intercourse or the relationship between husband and wife is also a form of worship. So that's all about today's video. Thanks for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.